This is a short but efficient guide to the muscle up. I'll showcase some of the most important technical cues so you'll know exactly what to focus on if you want to learn this skill or if you simply want to improve it. In this video, I'm assuming that you've already done the proper setup beforehand, and if not, I've made a video about this, which I'll link in the description. The first step is a diagonal swing away from the bar, which is around 45 to 40 degrees like shown. You can do a smaller swing like the 30 degrees shown here, but keep in mind that even though this looks better, it's not quite as strong a starting point. Next, at the end of the swing, you want to fully stretch out your entire body. And a neat little trick in order to do this is to imagine hitting a button with your toes. This forces the proper tension and also emphasizes the point where the momentum starts shifting. And as another tip, you can visualize that your body is almost like a metal coil that needs to be stretched fully out, and then exactly as the momentum starts shifting, the spring pulls back. Starting the following pull from a fully stretched body and spine position is a crucial part of the initial momentum generation, but doing this requires a bit of muscle memory and thus a lot of reps. And if you're a beginner, I recommend doing swinging kips like shown to get the timing and motion down. Try to focus on bringing your knees upwards after being fully stretched out, and then let the force generation of your knees bring you back, and then repeat. The next part is the actual pull, which also starts the exact moment the momentum starts shifting. And as you can see here, the swinging angle and the pulling angle is exactly the same, 40 degrees. This also explains why a smaller swinging angle is harder to pull off, because now you have to break the initial swinging angle with the pulling angle. If you end up pulling with a smaller angle than 40 degrees, the bar off becomes an obstacle leading to chicken wing muscle ups. And if you do it with a larger angle, this increases the traveling distance, making the rep inefficient. So try to aim for something close to 40 degrees. But again, this requires some muscle memory, and to practice this, I recommend that you try these diagonal pull-ups, following the diagonal line all the way through. The last part is the transition. The transition is often a bit tricky, as it can be divided into a lot of technical components. My recommendation is that you don't actually do this, because your body will naturally lean in at the most efficient point if you don't over-monitor the movement. However, you need to know two things. First, if you're doing the rep without false grip like here, your wrists must do a quick rotation where the momentum is going up and forward. And second, a fast transition is often easier in the beginning. To help yourself, you can imagine giving a headbutt forward when your lower chest is around the same height as the bar. This creates the fast movement that can help you get over the bar, and don't worry about dipping fluently in the beginning. Start by landing on the bar with your lower chest and then do the dip afterwards. So, as a performance routine, you want to have 4 technical cues in mind. In my opinion, adding more is not necessarily beneficial because of the increased cognitive load. The first step was the diagonal swing, followed by the button, which stretches out your entire body like a coil. Then, as the momentum starts shifting, you want to do a diagonal pull, and then when your lower chest is at the height of the bar, you want to do a headbutt and a wrist rotation. So there you have it. This was my take on a quick and efficient muscle up tutorial with my top 4 technical